Are any of these on? Oh, this one works. Damn, this one's hot. Outside and you're gonna sign the social.
Or when? Right now or right now? Right now, coach, or right now?
Official thing that they sign, sort of?
Once they sign it, then they present it to
Oh, really?
Once
Oh,
they
that's so
present it
cool.
in, then they're committed to that school.
Oh, they can change, huh?
No, once they can change right now.
They can change right now?
So that's why my phone keeps going off.
Oh, is it really? They're trying to last minute?
One last minute flip. Want to make sure they're committed.
Right,
Does
right.
that make sense?
Yeah, no, sometimes they want to go to a different school, right? Or a different package?
Yeah, different
Okay.
package. Because all I really attack is money and opportunity.
Right, you just want them to go to a four-year college and they can graduate, right? Make sure they graduate.
Good, baby? Look clean, by the way. All right, you guys know what to say? What to say? You gonna be smooth? Promise? Kenny, you know what to say? Kenny, leave the stage. We need to have the lesson that we have. It's going to be everywhere. It's alive. I'm going to hurt you. Maybe I should send a text message.
You gotta take Kenny. I can't. You didn't have any more. What's the line number? What's your line number?
You're okay.
Wait, who's this? Hey. No idea. Hey, I have no idea what I'm saying.
Oh no, bro. All I know, somebody dropped his microphone. She has a dead. That's a dead.
I gotta use the restroom. Bro. Hey, you think they'll let me use the restroom? You think they'll let me use the restroom?
Right now?
Yes, bro.
Right there, bro. What's your school name?
I don't even. Bro, don't even say the name of it.
Oh, go, wait. I'm gutted though. Bro, you think these are on?
No.
I don't. What the, bro?
Is there like a
Yeah,
link?
Wait.
Or what is it on? What are they streaming it on?
It'll be live, but there's a replay. I don't know. I can't make it.
This is just like a Division 3. It's like you search up on Google.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I get you. We in the middle, too.
Damn, why is mine so plain? Like, look at his. Look at his. Mine's like this.
Nigga, yours is just in black and white. Your bum ass run out of color. You didn't realize that? Yours look like yours.
Mine doesn't even have the school logo.
Nigga, your school don't have a logo?
No. But that's what I'm saying, my shit. Bro, it's because mine for sure not going.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to. Why would you leave it on saying goodbye?
Can't go on for real.
Parents here? Parents aren't here yet? I'm gonna wait. Text them, see how far they are. Parents here? Parents here?
Yeah.
Huh? On their
No,
way.
I think your dad. Was that your dad in white shoes? I think he was walking with me. Yeah, you're gonna be the only one without one.
You catching that? He was thinking 8th grade you. Quit thinking the high school you. Dane, you know what I mean? Is it here? Yes or no?
This is extraordinary scenery. It was amazing, outlandish.
I like you guys all being the Letterman's jacket. Who didn't get that memo?
He said he left at his girlfriend's house.
It's all the way in Milwaukee. Y'all told me last night.
Yeah, we all knew we were gonna wear it. Look, do you hear it? I got a car.
Are you going to be the singer?
I'm preparing my voice.
Take that off. First and foremost, I'm taking that away from Anthony. I'm going to wait on Mr. Almeida to give me a green light that we're going live, and that's how we'll kick it off. So you're going to go a countdown. We're going to go straight live. What are we going to do? Thank you guys for coming today. Today is a very exciting day for Western High School football, Western High School in general, the athletics, and a lot of these players and family members. So I think before anything really we get started, let's clap it up for these amazing athletes. We have a guy missing right now. Joshua Shepson's pretending that he's going through his basketball walkthrough. Have a CIF basketball game tonight, so he's going to run over after a few little bit and get going. I wanted to make sure that I thank a lot of people that are coming in that we couldn't do this without. So I'm going to start with my principal, Miss Marino. Is she in here? If she could just stand up and. Mr. Griffin, head of athletics, is a guy that has been behind the scenes that I always go to, helping me out all the time. And really, we have an amazing administrative staff. And people always say, what's one of the greatest things about Western? And I really think it's just the support that you get from the top. And once you have a great things at the top, like the administration that we do, it becomes really easy to coach here, easy to help athletes and help them get through. So I wanted to make sure to help a lot of the guys get through. So Miss Canelli and Miss Flores is on Varsity Talks. So they're the ones that helped with the posters. We have our counseling staff that they probably cringe when I walk into the office because I'm always asking for transcripts or classes or whatever going on, but they're so helpful. Don Luthke and Annette Quintana are our athletic directors. And then we have some really amazing people that's helping this. If you drove up to the west side, you'd see the new practice facility that's being built. So Nancy Nguyen, if you don't mind standing up real quick. Nancy's the one helping that happen. I don't think she doesn't let me call her Miss Moneybags anymore, but she's spending it quite quite generously to Western High School is the best way to say it. I want to be professional, but Mr. Dan Albano's here from the Orange County Register, and I would say not only does he do great work with the Orange County Register at OC Varsity, but he's also a great man and a good friend of mine. So Dan Albano with the Orange County Register. And our staff is amazing. We have colleges here all the time. So there's, to be honest with you, it feels like daily, sometimes several colleges here a day. And our staff is so warm and welcoming, letting these guys come out, meet the coaches. It's almost like a job interview every time a coach comes on our campus, because then they get a chance to speak to the colleges, speak to what they're looking for, try to do those things, and it really helps build character of what they're trying to do. And I think because of that, we had recruiting trips. They know how to carry themselves. And every time these young men go on recruiting trips, I always get phone calls and text messages about the high character and how they represent Western to a whole. So if you guys really, please clap it up for these guys for that. Since it's a live showing, and I hope Miss McGee's watching it, because if I don't mention her name, I'll get in trouble. When Miss McGee came in and brought me in here, I had a vision, and I told her ultimately what's going to happen is I'm going to turn this away from just being football, and the big picture, what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys to go to college. And we were going to spin this to find a way, no matter what, to get these guys to go to college and in 4 years come back with a degree. And we were going to use football as that avenue of the mentality and the things that it takes to do that. And to give you an idea, this is our 7th consecutive year of doing that. We've had guys like Cole Howard, Anthony Munoz, Kanan Cash Savage, Anthony Barbosa, Omaha Susu, Sawani Mataluki, Chris Lozano, TJ Mitchell, Michael Sutton-Shy, Dejon Wheeler, Aiden Ware, Drew Faulkner, and I could continue on. That's just some of the guys that signed up here in the last 7 years. So for all those guys before these guys, please clap it up for those guys. My coaching staff is 100% on board on this. This isn't about just signing for football. This is a continuation of their educational experience as well. So yes, we are signing football. I do want them to go to play football. I want them to succeed on the field, and I also want them to succeed off the field. We have private meetings, every one of us, with their parents about what this journey looks like and what we're trying to do and everything that we can do in order to get these guys signed. This is an extraordinary day for them, their family, their loved ones, and there's a lot of work coming to do this. I felt yesterday, out of nowhere, was the best post, and I stole it from Joe Faulkner, and I asked him if it was okay if I could use this quote. I'm lying. I didn't ask him. I told him I was going to use this quote. We get asked all the time, why Western? What is it to do with Western? And he put it on social media perfectly, and he summed up the Faulkner mentality. So for those who don't know, Drew Faulkner and Josh Faulkner, both guys have played for us, signing scholarships today. Faulkner mentality is Western mentality. You have to have the mentality to compete. Football is not easy. We have guys who give up all the time, guys that make excuses for missing the weight room, guys that make excuses on being here in the summer, not practicing, not getting it done in the classroom, not doing those things. And that Faulkner mentality is having the ability today to sit up on a stage and sign a letter of intent because you are eligible to go to college. Not only doing it on the football field, football's different. You're putting your body on the line on every snap. I was a basketball guy. There's no question. I played ball all the way through, but it's different playing football. It is a different mentality, and I stole that Faulkner mentality of what he did, and it totally hit home last night. And when I was writing what I was going to say today, I just felt it's a perfect way to say it. The way that you're going to succeed at Western High School is to have that Faulkner mentality. No matter what, I'll give you an idea. These guys went to Kansas State, Texas, Florida, Arizona, Vegas, you name it, just to try to get another rep in front of another school and have an opportunity to play where they're at. And I just think that's absolutely amazing. Summer would come, and every weekend they'd be at Sacramento State, Idaho, Kansas State. You name it, they were going out doing that. That's what they mean by mentality. They don't just come and knock on your door. You got to go down and knock some other doors. And this, although it's a fun day and it's a beautiful day, It's going to take work. And what I'm asking for every one of these guys and all your family members is they finish this job in 4 years. In 4 years, we need to make sure that they come back with this, and that's the completion of what we feel, Joe and I feel, is the Faulkner mentality, the Western way. Paul always puts out, why not Western? You got to have this mentality if you're going to come to Western and get it done, because we don't accept anything short of that. And I hope that clears it up on what we're trying to do, which leads us in today. We did 6 one year. Now we're at 11. We had 14 seniors this year, and we're signing 11. Last year we had 10 seniors, 6 signed, and 1 guy signed late but missed signing day. That puts us almost around 75 to 80% of the kids that come here are eligible to go to college and have a chance not only to fulfill their dream of being a college athlete, but fulfill the dream of every parent around that wish that their kid will be able to make it to sign on to go play not only football, but to be accepted into a college. And that's what all these guys are. So let's clap it up one more time for them. I always call this experience the educational journey and the playing career, and that's what each one of these guys are going to go on. I never know what happens on these next one. I contemplated last night talking to my wife about it. I said, Marcella, can I truly give a mic to each one of these kids? Like, am I going to really give each one of these guys, what are they going to say? And she said, you might want to write a Cliff Note version of it. So we're going to see how well Clayton is going to kick it off. So no pressure on Clayton being the first guy. I will set it up just like this. Clayton was 3rd in the county in tackles. I cannot believe the warrior that he is. He's a me before an I. And what I mean by that is he's a team. And me equals team. And that's what each one of us, yes, every one of these guys have a me. But every one of these me's equal into our team. And that's what makes each one of us special. And Clayton was an amazing guy, ended up being all CIF, Defensive Player of the Year in the Orange League. And now he's going to where we have Chris Lozano currently playing at right now, starting linebacker at Lawrence University. And this is Clayton Corbett. Next guy is Anthony, and I never want to shorten the journey. Anthony got hurt midway through, and I say I don't want to shorten or cheapen his journey. The way this young man was coming around was unbelievable. And his spirit that he came on, and when I ran to him when he got banged up, and he's like, I just don't want it to end. And it's not going to end because he's about to sign a paper that shows that he's going to continue playing football. And the end only comes when you stop giving up. That's where the end is. And we're blessed that Anthony's been with us. We're proud of the journey he's on. And there's no telling where he's going to end up. But I promise you, in 4 years, he's going to come home. Mama, I promise you that. And in 4 years, he's going to come home with this degree. Anthony Edwards. That was just a pause. Josh Faulkner's next. We won't get into his chubby side of Josh Faulkner that I met. That has been very well documented. Now we've seen this chiseled, amazing kid. To have this guy with us for 4 years, and his energy and his excitement and his playmaking ability, but he's also just a way that brings everyone together. So as much as he was Elite 11 MVP, All-League, All-CIF 2 years in a row, all those things that he does, the amazing things, 58 touchdowns in the last 2 years, and we could go on all those things. He's a better teammate. He never at one time ever questioned anything about when he's getting the ball, what he's doing, whatever. He's just a team-first guy, and for him to be able to sign with Black Hills State today, it stays exactly with that Faulkner mentality, and I'm very proud of that. Josh Faulkner.
I would like to thank God first. Without him, I wouldn't be in this position. I would like to thank my parents for putting me in this position I am right now. Like Coach Davidson said, I was a little fat kid who couldn't jump over the hurdle. But being with Wendell and working out, even Sundays at a park, working out with Coach Wendell, it just got me right, got me down to who I am right now. I want to thank Coach Davidson for working sleepless nights and mornings for the team, for the Western community. Just what he does for his community is amazing. I want to thank the guys. It's a special moment. Y'all out there, just know y'all could be in this position, just how we are right now. I'm glad to be a pioneer. I'm glad I was here, and I love Western, and I love you, Coach Davidson.
Dominique's the next guy, defensive end for us, but really a guy that just came in and you guys are hearing Wendell's name come up a lot, right? In order to play for us, you got to survive Wendell, and that is like a true thing. Anytime guy comes on our campus, whether it be a freshman or a transfer, no, I'm good, and then they meet Coach Wendell. And then they realize, well, maybe I'm not that good. And he breaks you down, and he brought Dominique down, and Dominique's coming out party was Santa Ana Valley, where he ended up with like 6 sacks, 15 tackles, and really I think it inspired him to start working harder in the classroom and realizing that he could go to college, and sometimes he needs that little nudge, and that's what these guys on the stage do, and they nudge you and they allow you to believe in it. And now Dominic is signing a letter of intent with Worcester. Dominic Hadras.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. And it was a fight when I came here. It was hard. Wendell, it was hard. All that running, but it was all worth it at the end of the day because I showed up every day, and it wasn't only, my sacrifice, but it was what the program does for you and the training that Wendell provides for us and the dedication that Davidson has towards this program that led me to my success. And truly all I got to say is, for all the underclassmen, looking up at us, is you just got to show up every day and, just live, do what you can do, we all know the difference between right or wrong, and you know, you just gotta do it, always. And yeah, Wendell's one thing, you know, thank you for getting my body right to compete. And thank you very much, Coach G, you know, Coach Jesse, all the lineman coaches, Coach Zach, Coach P, I don't know if he's here, but, you know, thank you to them for training me and believing in my success and what I can be. They always preach, you know, you could end up being something, and I followed that, and I became something. And I'm just very thankful for them. And to go to, you know, my family, you know, I'm thankful for all of them for loving me and caring for me and believing in me and my goals and dreams. And it's just, you know, it's been a ride with my guys, my underclassmen, the ones up here with me. And I'm just very thankful to be up here. And I'm thankful for my Lord for putting me in this position, for putting me on the right path to end up here. And just, yeah, just make the right decisions. We all know the difference between right or wrong. Do the right thing always. Thank you very much.
Our next guy sometimes gets stubborn on us, Kenny James. We love him to death. His spirit, his energy. For those who don't know that weren't at our banquet, we now have an award named after Kenny because what he does every single day and puts his body on the line and gives up, what he came into us as and what he's leaving is a complete different person. It's a mindset that he has of not accepting failure. And he continually fights and goes on, and he's going to be beyond successful. I can't wait to follow his journey, and I'm excited for all the great things that Kenny's going to do, not only now, what he did, but what he's going to do. Kenny James.
Shoot, it's just a lot. I'm gonna be honest, when I first got here, it was just football. I didn't ever think I was gonna get to this point. It really wasn't even like a thought in my mind. And me and Coach Davidson talk about this every day. We talk about how I used to come over here, I was just a knucklehead, just get in and out of trouble every day. And they saw a goal in me when I came here. They saw something that I couldn't see in myself. And I'm thankful that every day they came and pushed me harder and harder and harder, especially Wendell. Every day, reminding me that they not gonna let me fail. They right here. They gonna break me and make me something better. At first, I really never believed in them. I didn't believe that this program was gonna do so much for me, and it was gonna turn me into somebody else. I got here, I was like, dang, these workouts that we used to do in the summer. Wendell, I brought Josh. We was over here like, we in the army. That's how it felt. Every day it felt like we was in the army. But slowly and surely, as our upperclassmen came, we saw how like Drew changed so much from this program. It was just amazing. It's just I seen Drew from becoming a crash out to becoming just calmer, into more of an actual young adult, into a young, respectable man, into somebody I could look up to. And I just slowly see myself becoming that person because of Coach Davidson, Wendell, my parents that always woke up early in the morning, stayed in the parking lot late at night until like 11 o'clock at night, getting me home every day, sending me paragraphs. They think I don't read it, but I read all of them. Sending me paragraphs of how I got this, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to get my chance. My dad supporting me always, never letting me steer in the wrong path. Just all these fallbacks that I always have and I've always been surrounded by. Because before this, my family was small. But then after I joined this program, I suddenly gained like 50 cousins. Everybody house we just all got tight. It's just a pleasure to be here, and I wouldn't call anywhere else my home. That's really it.
It's kind of tough to play quarterback for me. Everyone sees on TV and the movies, the quarterback is a pretty boy and he does all the things. Not if you play for Coach Davidson and Tremaine. We were on him. if anyone's seen his tribute to football, please go on Instagram and watch his tribute to football. And about the 7th picture, you see this little chubby dude. That little chubby dude was his junior year. So the guy that you think looks like a different kid to what he is now, and that's the mentality that the boys are talking about. This guy did 2-a-days from the time the season ended his junior year all to still doing it. The guy is doing 2-a-days every day. Lifting, running, going to lessons, doing everything, and his amazing journey. And yeah, we know he was all county. We know he was all CIF. He was MVP of the league, all that. But what they don't see is the guy behind it was how hard he was working and how far he was grinding to become the guy that he is right now. And I'm very proud of Anthony Luna.
So, first and foremost, I'd like to give thanks to my parents, the coaches, my teammates, especially Coach Davison. I'm just so honored and blessed to be here. I just feel like this is just my home. You know, I could look at anybody, I could call him family. I would also like to give special praise to my brother. If you didn't know, I have a little brother. He's actually a freshman. But he also pushed me sometimes when I wouldn't be able to push myself, and I would push him. It would be like vice versa. I just love how we're everyone here on the team is a family. I could go to anyone, talk to anybody I need to. We're just all family here. Like the dynamic has changed from when I was a sophomore to now that I'm a senior. I just feel like now we're like close to each other. We're just with each other all the time. We grind. We just do everything together, but not like that. But I'm just so thankful and honored and blessed to be here, and I wouldn't trade nothing to give the same moment up. I love all you guys. You guys are all my family, and thank you.
The funniest thing is going from the quarterback to the kicker. Who does have it worse? The kicker's never kicking a field goal. We've last kicked a field goal in 2016, I think it was. So that means you're going to kick off. Unless you kick it within 1 yard of where I want it, you got to come to the sideline and talk to me about it. Right, Hamza? And you got to come over and talk to me. And Hamza just continually did it. And kicking is a tough job, and you can see it in the NFL, right? Like the only time they get praise is a game-winning field goal, but they always get blamed for everything. He's always off on his own kicking. It's not part of what we're doing as a team all the time, so he's over off to the side. He's working on pooch kicks, onside kicks, field goal kicks, and he's doing it on his own. And I grabbed Hamza from a PE class, and we just first he started as a wide receiver DB guy, and then I can't make this up. He's like, hey, coach, I can kick. And now I don't want to, cheat in anything, but I think he had something like 7, 8, 9 offers for his kicking, and I'm just very proud of him and his journey, and I'm glad he stuck with it. And that's our guy Hamza, the kicker.
I'd like to thank all my coaches and my parents for pushing me. Even after the season, they still push me to. And I came in here I weighed 110 pounds. I was a receiver. And at the end of the season, I didn't think I was going to get any offers. I thought my season was over. So to be in this position, I'm blessed. And seeing all my teammates get offers, it really pushed me. So that's what I think helped the most. And yeah, that's it.
The kicker, the simple life. Ryan Reyes, Nguyen, remember when we seen Ryan his first day of practice, he was after your warm-up, and then he was just laying down on the ground on his back, looking up to the ceiling. And I'm not lying, that was stretching. We hadn't even been going. He was like, I think I'm done. What are you talking about? That's warm-ups. We haven't even started yet. And when he got his first offer, he called me. He's like, Coach, I can't even believe this. I got offered. And I'm like, yeah, your film's good. I'm only nice to you when the season ends. I'm never nice to you during season. So this young man's growth in the classroom as an adult, now having conversations with him, talking to him, what an amazing journey from the guy that didn't think he could get past warm-ups to a guy now that didn't understand where he was going to go through the 4 or 5 different schools. He could not make the commitment. And then out of nowhere, this coach reached home perfectly for him. And he's going to Rockford because the coach made it feel like our home. And that's what we do. We were all searching for something that feels like home, that's what Western is. And I'm so proud of Ryan, and it's Ryan Reyes.
First off, I want to thank my mom for always being in my corner no matter what, even during that first day. I remember it was my first day of practice, and it was at the end of practice, and we were running. We did a 5-cone drill my first day. And I remember it was, and I remember it was Elijah didn't pass stopped right before the line, so we had to redo it. And I remember looking at my mom because she parked right there, and I'm like, Mom, I can't do this. Mom, I can't do this. But eventually, I learned how to just keep going, and then it got me to a point where I'm here. I want to thank coaches as well, Coach G, Coach Zach. I know I got you guys yelled at a couple times during practice, and I want to thank Coach Wendell for also getting me in shape and getting me ready to play. I want to thank Coach Davidson for giving me this opportunity, and I want to thank my fellow teammates for being there and supporting me in when times went rough. Thank you.
What Ryan was alluding to is sometimes I may yell at the coaches on why Ryan's not performing. So sometimes it'd be like, Gerald, like, do you teach him not to block? Do you teach him to block the wrong guy? So I think that's what he was alluding to. I may have done that once or twice in the last, 3-4 years. But next one pretends he's a basketball player. I say pretend, just have him shoot, and then you'll realize may not be a basketball player. Josh Shepperson changed positions every year for us. We moved him around because he's an incredible athlete. And so we would take him to, started off as a wheel backer, then became a Sam backer, then we moved him to corner, played safety some, and moved around. And it's just his good spirit and his loving ways about becoming a good teammate. And I remember when he sent about changing positions to me, he's like, Coach, I believe I can do this. And it's because of that is what makes him such a great teammate and wants to be around other people that play like him, give themselves up, and do those things. And it's Josh Shepperson.
I'm not much of a talker, so I'm going to just give it thanks to everyone that helped me. I don't want to name drop just in case if I leave anyone out. But pitching on to what Kenny said, I came here in the summer just to visit because I had moved to Vegas. And I told Kenny's parents, I said, I'm not going back. I can't deal with the practice. I'm not going to the military. And I said, and then they said, no, you could do it. So I went, and I just bought in, and now look where I am. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know.
So because of that, I'll be surprised if he's not the Western Athlete of the Year. First-team All-League guy. He's going to be a first-team All-League basketball guy. Hopefully he goes out and does track. He'll be All-League in that. And he's exactly what he is. He's a man of few words, and he just is about production. I'm very proud of him, and we were blessed to have him. Wendell, man, they're killing you, bro. I told you you're meaner than me. Clap it up for Josh Shepperson. I would say this is a big transition, but Dane doesn't really like to talk a lot either. Dane is just an action guy. One of the most respectful guys that you could be around. He always has a smile on his face. He's a no-nonsense work guy. He always works. When he came here and started our workouts, you can hear now how our workouts are. Dane just went about it. And yes, it was hard. Yes, it was tough. But he was the guy that always would complete the workouts, do the work that's necessary. A lot of people want to play two ways, right? Like, that's everybody's dream, man. I just want to play. I want to play all the time. And then you play two ways for us. And then you realize what it takes to play two ways for us is a little bit different. Dane would literally talk me through that. He's like, Coach, I'm still trying to find myself. It's a little bit different. And so not only did we make him play defensive end at a speed that he didn't realize he could reach, then we made him go to tight end, and then we were snapping the ball every 10 to 12 seconds.
And it took him a while to adjust, but as the season went on, he got better and better. And all these guys coming to him late and trying to get him and flip him to their school late is a presence of what Dane is all about, and I'm just very proud of him. Dane Torrance.
First and foremost, I just want to thank God for blessing me and putting me into this position. And I just want to thank all the coaches for believing in me. First off, I just want to say thank you to Coach Noah for reaching out, at 7-on-7 and just introducing himself to me and giving me this opportunity. And I just want to also thank all the other coaches standing back there. Thank you for believing in me and just pushing me to be the best I can. I don't want to mention Wendell because he's put me through a lot. And I also want to thank Coach Davidson for that very first meeting. It's been a year since I came here, and ever since that meeting, I've just been the best with myself, and I've had the best life. And lastly, I want to thank my beautiful mother, and thank you for, thank you for being with me, pushing me, never giving up on me, and just being there through all the hardships. I know it's been hard, and I just want to say I love you and thank you.
And the last guy. You can't make this up, so you always find out how you're going to write this up and who goes, so you just do it alphabetically order, and you try to do different ways when you do signing day. And to end with Kainoa is so perfect, right? Because at this time last year, I came to Kainoa and I said, hey, we're going to have to change your position. He's been a linebacker for us, a starting linebacker, played a lot of fullback, and probably a starter, I'd say. Even as his junior, he was already starting, but we move our guys around a lot. And then I came to him and told him we're moving to offense and defensive line. And you can't see him sitting down, but, he's probably going to say he's like 6 foot, 290 pounds, but he's more a little closer to 5'8" and about 200. And to play for us, O-line and D-line, as fast as we go and what he does, is just a tribute. It was never even a balk on it. When I had a conversation of him switching, it is really, and why it's so great to end on the Faulkner mentality, it's just team first. And you do whatever's necessary, and you lay your body on the line. And there's some times where this guy, if you watch film like I do, he would just play across face and take on blocks and just get destroyed. And then he would get back up and go and just do it again and just lay his body on the line, knowing it's different. When you know on this play, I'm going to play cross face to that tackle and get to that guard, and I'm going to get laid out. And we got a lot of guys that say they want to play football, but then you got to play football that way. And you got to give your body up that way. And that's what Kainoa did play after play. And I know he's going to go back in and playing linebacker or fullback. I really pushed the coach to how amazing of a, we call him H-backs at the next level, of how I think he could play and perform. He's just an incredible athlete. But I promise you, instead of an incredible athlete, he's a much better and incredible person. That's Kainoa.
First off, I want to give all glory to God always. My mom always told me, if you put God first, anything's possible. You can accomplish everything in life. I also want to thank my dad for always being there, pushing me, even as a little kid, putting me in camps. I want to thank my mom, always there, support me, my family, my aunt, my Q, my cousin. I want to thank Coach G for when I first became an O-lineman. He taught me all the basics, how to block, everything pretty much. Thank you, Coach Wendell, for, that was something different, but thank you, Coach Zach, Coach Jesse, and thank you, Coach Davidson, for always believing in me and being by my side through everything. I want to thank my brothers that are also sitting next to me, but also sitting down. Y'all are always supporting me, always pushing me at practice, always making practice fun. And I just want to say thank you and love y'all.
Is anyone surprised the only guy without his Letterman's jacket is Kenny James? Is anyone surprised by that? No? Not? Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. All the guys sitting out there, I'll give a few examples. I think Josh probably felt when he was sitting out there that he felt and knew he was going to be here. I wonder if anyone else, I would get very close to Anthony Luna, would probably think that he was going to sit here. I don't know if anybody else truly felt and believed that they're going to sit on a stage and sign an athletic scholarship and go to college and do. I don't know if they truly believe that. And the biggest thing I can say to the guys that are sitting out there that are continually playing football is if you can, it's just are you willing, right? Like that, the can is simple. Are you willing to put on the line? And why I joked about using Joe Faulkner's mentality about what it is it takes a mentality. You can't kind of do this. Not talked about this, when Josh walked in here, we were a Division 11 program. And then we went to Division 9, then we went to Division 7, then we went to Division 5, and now we're in the third top league in the entire county. And we only, yeah. The journey up and the journey to the top, and I'm glad Dan is here because he's asked me a few times, what do you think? I love it. We can go higher. I want to go higher. We scheduled Los Alamitos because we want to be Los Alamitos. That's what we want to be. With that comes a price. Coaching for me is no different as a player. It's tough to coach for me because I'm a very demanding person. Because for me, coaching is this. It is not coaching football, it is coaching men. It is coaching men to become successful and reaching their dreams and their goals. And if Josh Faulkner looks you in the eyes and says, I want to play college football, you owe him what it takes to get there. And they all alluded to Wendell. Wendell's sole purpose is to get them ready to compete at this level. And 2 years ago when we played Colony and got worked, to 2 years later, destroying them by halftime. Just destroying them. In 2 years, they could not be on the same field with us. And that is a tribute to every one of these guys on it. It's a tribute with me starting and thanking our administrative staff and our counseling and our faculty and starting with that on it because we have tremendous support at this school. And that is what's the biggest surprise at Western. The biggest surprise is whatever is needed, we'll have people come out of the woodworks in order to help them. From our district level to the highest up, Mr. Matsuda on down. You see Nancy Nguyen's here. From all those people down, it's continued support of the people that's up here signing. And I can't wait to see you go home tonight. Click on OC Varsity, see how many people are signing. Because tonight, Western signed 11. Let's clap it up. We are done. I want to come up, make sure we have guys take pictures. If you guys want to do it, before you just come up on stage and grab one, can please people come up and take pictures of all of them first, and then make sure each of the families do it. Vic, is Vic here? Victor, can you make sure that we get group shots of all these guys so they can all have them, and then we're staying up here and doing pictures. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Mr. Almeida, I love you, brother. Thank you for doing this, man. Oh, yeah, I guess I should sign, huh? Sorry about that. At this time, jeez. Never mind, Mr. Almeida, I don't love you. All right, at this time, please grab your pens. You'll see the signatures right there. You're signing the letter of intent to go to this school. Please make sure to grab the pen. It's weird. It says where your signature is. Please make sure everybody signs. Make sure you sign for a little bit of time, please. Keep pretending to sign even though you're done signing. People are taking pictures, please. Is that you practicing signing, Dane? Good job. Please sign so people can take pictures. It's a very special moment for each of you. Kenny, that's some really good signing. Just the 7th, yes. $5. So it's a fundraiser. It becomes a fundraiser now. So in order for you to come on stage, you have to pay $5. Is everybody good? You guys can come up. Please come up and take pictures. We're going to do pictures of them. Please come up and take pictures with your loved ones. Victor, we're going to do family pictures. Make sure you get those. I'm going to get all these, right? You want my phone or are you good? Okay. All right, I need them tonight. I want to do all of them. I will, but I need them tonight. I want them first.
Hello, hello.
You know you can't take off.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we're getting audio through the, yeah, so he sent us an XLR cable. See this right here? Yeah. This is like master, you know the board we have in the room? It's like, yeah, the master. So yeah, so he sends us a master output. So this is outputting literally everything coming into the soundboard. So it's kind of cool, right? And then you can patch that into here.